I'm BugeyeBob, and I'm on a mission to resurrect this 1958 Austin Healey Mark I Sprite from this to this, so it doesn't end up in this. Okay, BugeyeBob back here with you. The past 2 weeks, I have been hit with a heavy dose of life. So this is going to be kind of a short video. There's not going to be a lot about the car in it. But I do have some video that I shot yesterday, Sunday, the 12th of April, at the Panhandle British Car Association's car show in Seville Park in Pensacola. So show you a little bit of that. I got a chance to talk to a guy who has a bunch of these old Sprites and has beautifully restored one of them and is working on several other ones. A great guy by the name of Will Arrington. Absolutely fantastic talking with him. It turned out that he had been trying to buy this car, and I just happened to hit the guy who owned it at the right time where he was willing to sell it. And you know, it's kind of weird how that worked out a little bit, but it worked out. So, want to go over a couple of minor things. So I made a change to the rotisserie stand. Before, I'd had a single rail that ran up through the center there, and I didn't like that. I wanted something that was a little bit sturdier. So now I have these rails on each side that really lock it together a lot better and keep it from twisting and turning around. If you know the old saying about measure twice and cut once, well, you may have noticed that something looks a little wrong on these. I measured 3 times and still managed to cut them too damn short. But I have a welder, I have a chop saw, and I got lots of that steel tubing. So I ended up cutting off pieces that were 1 inch long, welding them on, and then drilling new holes. And all I can say is measure as many times as you want, but it helps if you have extra material and a hot melt glue gun that can glue it back together for you. So that kind of fills you in on where we're at. The car is, as you can see, it's on the rotisserie. My next step is going to be to push it outside and put a canopy over it and some plastic around it and start grinding and blasting off the rust and paint and stuff like that, and getting it to the point where we can do something with it. I don't know how much of that I am going to show, but you will definitely get to see some of it. And along the way, maybe there's some spots where I've got to straighten things out, and I'll be doing that too. So next week should be a little bit longer video, hopefully. Between having the computer crash and I'm still a week and a half or 2 weeks later going through recovering programs and files that I had used for literally decades that were on my old computer. 44 years with computers, I have an incredible amount of stuff, plus doing the videos and all of that requires some special software, and some you don't use every day, and you don't discover that you don't have them until you go to use them and go, oh, I got to go grab those again. So amongst the other things, I ended up having to rebuild a bunch of the fence. They're working on our streets, and they just put in a new driveway entrance, so I wasn't able to drive on my driveway for 2 days. and some health issues and some health issues with my wife. And it's been 2 weeks of life, and this is what you go through. I don't care who you are. If you're 20 years old and you have kids in daycare, you go through life. There's times when that kid's going to get sick, and everybody sends the kids home from daycare, and all of a sudden you got to figure out which parent's going to stay home and take care of the kid. And as you get older and older, you have life that you have to live every now and then, and that's what I've gone through, a couple weeks of life, and so that's why this video is going to be kind of short. But enjoy the video of the British Car Association, Panhandle British Car Association car show, and drop down there and hit that like button. That really helps this channel get spread about over on YouTube a little bit more. Take a minute to subscribe. A lot of people will watch, and it helps. If you're kind of interested in watching somebody go through and redo one of these things, or you need a good laugh and you want to watch some idiot make stupid mistakes, hey, I'm your man right there. I can make all sorts of stupid mistakes. If you have some ideas on how I can not make stupid mistakes in the future, put them down there in the comments and let us know. Subscribe on Patreon if you can. $5 a month buys me a cup of coffee. Actually, I don't end up with the full $5. Patreon takes a small amount of it. YouTube pays me nothing. Nothing. I get nothing from YouTube. And probably won't get anything from YouTube for a long time. However, if you wish to donate to the channel, there is a place down below where you can make a PayPal donation. All donations are greatly appreciated. It costs a lot to restore one of these, and I am never claimed to be a rich man. I've done halfway decent in my life, considering where I came from, and we're not going to get into my background, but let's just say that I'm lucky to not be in jail the way I was raised, so that's kind of the way things go. You do the best you can, folks, but costs a lot. It takes a lot of time and effort to create these videos, not just the work, but also the editing and getting extra content and things like that add to the experience. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Thanks. I'm down here in Seville Park in Pensacola for the Panhandle British Car Owners Association car show. And it looks like they've got a pretty good crowd this year. Let's just see what we find. Got some classic MG TF 1500s. Tramp Spitfires.
I wonder if anybody's got any suggestions. I mean, folks could have parked the room.
People from Indiana. And the one I'm interested in particularly, a Bugeye Sprite. 59. Looks like there's another one. Oh, there's a midget. It's kind of based on the same subframe and body as the Sprite. How you doing? Are you Mr. Arrington?
No.
I gotta find him.
Know that name. I'm Bob Malcolm's son.
I'm Bob Wilsey.
Oh.
I'm in the process of restoring a Austin Healey Sprite.
Look at that. Oh, your card.
Here, I gave you two of them. Let me grab one of them back because I don't have a lot of them.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Well, that's cool. Where are you?
I'm local here.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I record our discussion?
What? No reason not to.
Okay. Yeah, I happened to be driving by a guy that had a race car thing, and he's got a bunch of cars sitting in his yard, and he had this thing, and I didn't recognize it, and I stopped and I said, "What is that?" And he says, "It's a Bugeye Sprite." And I said, "Okay, what do you want for it?" He says, "Make me an offer." So I made him an offer and got it home, and
How long ago was this?
This was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, January of last year. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, it's a mess.
Well, this one's got its problem, but it's basically all there. The owner has passed away, and I'm selling it for his widow. But we have a picture with Donald Healy standing right next to it here.
Oh, wow.
Steve. So that doubles the value right there. So
Oh, yeah, you got some provenance with it, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool.
and we got a million spares with the thing. I didn't bring any of it, but it's all in the garage.
Well, if you want to give me a contact number, I'll put it up on my website and,
Well, that would be
let people know that it exists and it's for sale. Well, if you want to just say a name and number, I will.
Well, I can contact you.
You contact me. That's even better.
Well,
Did I give you? Yeah, I gave you one with my cell phone on it.
I'm Bob Malcolm's son, and my number is.
Okay, do me a favor and send me a text, a little bit of information about the car, and
Okay.
I'll put it up on
appreciate it.
YouTube and Patreon.
Appreciate it. People need to know about it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Did you say you're starting on the Bugeye?
Oh yeah. Are you Will Arrington?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I've been told to talk to you.
Well, I don't believe that you got any good advice. But you must be talking to Andy Tonis.
That's the man.
How can I help you?
He said that you had been doing some restoration on these.
When I got this, it had that much paint on it from latex paint. But
Oh, wow.
It took me 5 years to get it to that. What have you got now?
I have a 1958 and
You got
mostly rust.
the post across the windshield. Let's see, if it's a 58, see this right here? A 58 has got 7 more studs across here for the
Yep.
windshield.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of other little tiny things different inside, but the 58's got a different windshield frame, and these are then they're painted. They're weaker. These are cast aluminum.
Well, the one I have has the cast aluminum, but these screws were changed out.
Well, that's the correct screw.
So I suspect that it was.
They've all been molested.
Oh, this one's been. Let me give you one of my cards.
You need to go online. There's a company in Australia called KAS Kilmartin,
KAS Kilmartin.
and Sprites used to be imported to Australia as a kit. They were disassembled. Well, there's a guy there that makes Sprite parts, floors, rockers, all the sheet metal that you need. He is. They're going out of business at the end of this month. I bought stuff for this car, but I just ordered floor pans and rockers and for some other Bugeyes I've got. I've got 4 other ones I'm working on, but and it's not bad. Like an Australian dollar, it's like 64 cents here
Yeah.
for one of those. But their stuff's cheap in the first place.
Yeah.
But and I bought some floor pans offline that somebody keeps selling. They're not worth a damn.
I bought.
They're like potato chips. They're so damaged you can't.
I bought a set from somebody on eBay, and
If they're just that plain galvanized stamp one, they're so warped. You can't.
and the reason they're warped is they don't stamp them out. What they do is they use.
He uses a mandrel. He takes and beats it with a hammer. You can open the door if you need to.
Yeah,
If you figure out how to open the door, you can open it. Yeah, right there. Push it down.
the reason they're.
I didn't think I would either. especially with the top on it. Today was a test. Like, can I get in and out of this thing?
It's a gorgeous little car.
Thank you.
That's what I'm
All it
afraid
takes
of.
is time and money.
I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to fit
When I
in it
first
too.
bought it, the guy was my mentor says, "Don't get in that car. You're too fat." So I lost 50 pounds so I could fit.
So this have the 948?
Yeah. I'd pop the hood if you want to see it. But yeah, it's got the original 948 and the original non-synchro mesh transmission, all matching numbers.
That's what I got too.
This guy,
Was this the color from the factory?
it was actually red, but I like
I like this color.
the old English white. There's a guy in Connecticut that works on these things called the Bugeye guy. He has a
Yep.
part.
Yep.
Took
I've
one
seen
of the,
some YouTube videos of this guy.
yeah, they stretched one 4 inches. They cut the car in half right here. And
So
forced
it's
the
regular
door.
people could probably fit in it.
So it was for a basketball player to fit. But if you get tired and you don't want to finish your Bugeye, call me.
I'm in the process of restoring one right now.
It takes a lot of time.
Well, I got lots of time.
It takes a lot of time on a bench grinder.
I
A lot of welding and a lot of
I just
anguish.
got mine up on a rotisserie. I had to build the rotisserie to fit it.
So how long did they build the Bugeye version before they went to the next to the
58 to 60.
I'm back up because my sister had
The 45,000 levels.
she had a 63 Sprite, which would have been looked like that.
That'd have been probably almost a Mark III, because the Mark II, when it went to look like a regular midget, they still didn't have outside door handles. And then the third generation did.
I'd have to look at pictures to see if sure hers had outside door handle.
But it's tiny when somebody's behind you with a F4 350.
Oh, I bet it is.
Oh yeah.
on your ass.
I bet it is.
With mine, the only luck I had with mine was I got the hardtop roof with it.
I've got a 60 I'm working on that came with the hardtop. It's never been wrecked. It sat in the guy's garage since 1975.
Oh wow.
And it was sitting there on flat tires, and he died, and I bought it from his estate. He was helping me rebuild the motor, and had a freak accident in his shop. The tire blew up and cut his arm. He bled.
Oh wow.
But I've got 106 also. That I 57, 106. These are fun, but you know, there's the problem is that all the rust. You know, you can't take the frame off, but if you take off too much, you really have to weld some struts into the body before you start cutting out the.
Well, that's exactly where I'm at.
I don't weld very well, but I'm learning how to weld.
Well, that's me too. I put in, I welded in.
I put some angle iron
Yeah, I ran angle iron right through here to here and down there, and build to put it on a rotisserie. Tell you what, I'm going to shut my.
Figure out how to get a good rotisserie.
It's all matching numbers. The only problem is the engine is so bad. I had to sledgehammer out the pistons.
You want to put a 948 back in it?
I bought one.
Okay.
I found a guy, Don Pritchard, South Alabama. He had one that he was taking around to the car shows, and so I asked him. You know, somebody said, you ought to talk to him. So I talked to him. He said, yeah. He says, I got a 948.
I found a guy in Selma, wherever he was. He had 3 Bugeyes. I didn't want to get rid of all the shit. I wound up with 3 bodies. I mean, I've got 7 extra bonnets right now. All of them are garbage, but you know, I just couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take everything you got that says Bugeye. But I've done that twice now about extra Bugeye stuff. I'm like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? But you never know. It's disappearing.
I'll tell you what I'm kind of hoping to come across, because the rear end on mine was bashed in, and I don't know how the hell to get that body worked out good enough. I'm almost looking for, because these are crossed up here. The wings themselves are pretty good, but this is rusted out. this area right by the gas
Yep.
thing there, that has been bashed in. When I got it, somebody had taken black epoxy
Yep.
and used that as body filler and never took it down to the bare metal.
So this has got, there's lead in these joints right here on this.
Yeah.
When you sand it down, all of a sudden you go, uh-oh, what's that? But it's lead.
Well, yeah, and there was lead by the engine, by the windshield mounts too. Yeah, those two spots.
Yeah, it's
Right in there. Yep.
Well, that piece goes together. You're trying to find a back clip?
I'm kind of thinking I'd almost want to replace the whole damn back clip on it.
Yeah, I've got one back clip. I mean, I got one that was just trash, but I kept it.
Yeah.
One I got rid of. Like, you should have kept it because one of them I've actually gone to and I've been sawing pieces out of it
Yeah.
to have the right metal to do patchwork. But because I've got the 3 complete bodies that are sitting there waiting for me to do something with. But they're fun.
Now, when you do your patchworks, if you can't find this metal, are you using 18 gauge or 19?
I've either bought the new panel, like those are new rockers,
Yeah.
or I was taking the metal from a car and
using that
cleaning it
metal.
up. And
Yeah.
well, it'd be the right gauge, but I'm not too good at it. But I'm working on it. But you just have to keep finding people that want to fool with it like this. They have all this stuff polished. I went, and it's kind of gotten funky. I went to a guy that builds aluminum handrails.
Yep.
He had all this trim polished.
Polished up.
Yeah. But that's $200 bill.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They just goes on and on and on. I had the wheels powder coated. That took 6 months, but they'll never rust. I was just finally glad to have it on the road. Well, I mean, you still got it. It's in the same shape that yours is, and that everything you got to do to yours, you just about got to do that.
Yeah. It does look like he's got a good gas tank though.
Yeah. Most of them, the new ones don't have a drain plug in the bottom of them. All the new gas tanks they sell don't have a drain. But
Well, and mine came with a locking gas cap. And it, you know how I ended up getting the damn thing out? Cutting it all off.
that car was in foul shape, but it was all there. But
Yeah. And I sent the numbers off, and I got the the British Heritage saying it's matching numbers for the engine and the body and all that.
What do you remember what your serial number is? It's got to be like under
5977. So
That's
it was built in October of 1958. October 16th, 1958. It came off the assembly line.
Well, the first Bugeye is number 501.
Yeah, Bugeye. I think Bugeye
guy has.
Bugeye guy has
got it
that.
back from Australia.
Yeah.
But, that was pretty slick to get that back. You seen that XK140 over there, that Jag?
No, I haven't.
It's stunning.
No.
Stunning.
I literally just kind of came around and got to you, and it was like, I need to talk to you. So.
Well, I finally have changed hands. I used to go find people. Hey, can I talk to you about your Bugeye? Well, who are you? What do you want? No, I just need some advice. But I was trying to see if I could get in and out of it, stay with the top on. I was like, dude, that's the first time I've used the top.
Yeah.
One thing I'm not finished. One thing is I took the H1s and replaced them with H2 carburetors.
Yeah.
Easier on this one. And I put, instead of a generator, that's an alternator in a generator.
Oh yeah. Yep. And it's got the adapter for the tach too, I see.
Yeah, it's a tach drive, and it's got an electronic distributor, and the regulator is actually empty. It just has a fuse in it,
Yep.
so it's all.
Yep.
But that made it a lot more reliable. And the aluminum radiator and the fan. I started off, I wanted it perfect. I wanted it original, and the guy says, "Look, don't."
There's so damn many of them that are original. It's like, I was thinking on mine of seeing if I could get my hands on a trunk off of an MG Midget or something and put a trunk in the trunk lid in the
They
damn
used to
thing.
make. At one point in time, there was a kit you could buy where you cut a hole out of the back, and it was a trunk lid made to go in it. You had to flange it
Yeah.
to make it work, but I've never actually seen one. Now I did find, I've got a toolkit that came with one of these. It comes with a hand pump. It comes with a little grease gun about that big, lug wrench, jack, and it came with, it looks like a car key. And what it is, it's a screwdriver, so you can adjust your points, and you push your finger and a feeler gauge comes out so you can set your points.
Oh, wow.
Tighten that screw up. Hey, Keith. But that's the beast.
That is very pretty. Thank you. You did a very nice job on this. Looks a lot better last time I saw it.
Yeah.
Some of it was over there and some of it was over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful interiors on these Aston Martins. This blue one is set up supposedly like one of the Bond movie cars was. Check it out. Tons and tons of MGs. Fred's Morgan. Oops. Morgan four-wheelers, old three-wheeler. A couple of beautiful Rolls Royces.
Going into the car, all classes will remain as they were set on the ballot. We did not split any classes or eliminate any classes. So,
And Jensen Healy,
we have a ballot up here at the DJ.
Jensen Interceptor 3.
Red, white, blue box. We'll put ballots here. It'll be pretty self-explanatory. And I would sure like to see your ballots across there.
British Taxi Cab, Sunbeam, Jaguar Alley. Lotuses.
Okay, he gets this, sir, and then he goes to check your bag.
More Jaguars.
Ooh, pretty.
XKE.
Thank you very much. Hi. Oh, over there.
Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate your service.
Thank you.
You have a blessed day. An XK120. Oh, this is a 140. Beautiful. Well, folks, that's it for this episode of BugeyeBob. I really appreciate you watching and hope that, like me, you've learned a few things to do or maybe not to do in this episode. Please like and comment on this video as it encourages YouTube to share it with others and helps grow the channel. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos are released. If you'd like to support this channel and save Lazarus from the recycle furnace, you can now make a one-time or recurring donation through PayPal. You can also support this restoration project by becoming a member at patreon.com/BugeyeBob. Patreon members get early access to the videos and in the future will enjoy question and answer sessions and live streams. As this channel grows, future Patreon member benefits will include bonus or extended videos, member names in the credits, and the ability to suggest topics for future videos. You can follow this BugeyeBob restoration on YouTube and Facebook. You'll find the links in the description below for PayPal, Patreon, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting this channel.